So I think I'm gonna share my screen. And we go through the first item on the agenda is that we go through the convention. And in share my screen. So Pivy, you will make sure that the people can keep getting on.
Yes, I will.
Okay. I think we can start to go with this. So, as a starting point, last time or the first time we met physically was in Rotterdam after the European Robotic Forum. It was in June, and we organized it only for one day because it was Friday, so organizing it for more time would not have been a possibility. But it was quite a wonderful experience because we had a very high level of attendance. There were lots of people. That's not the only thing, actually. What we realized that the topic what we have selected, for example, especially related to the calls, European calls and the European Robot Days, there was quite a lot of excitement, and the people were starting to get warmed up when we had when we started the session, that okay, now people can gather in the groups, do some brainstorming and put some ideas together, maybe have some sort of start to formulate some sort of consortium. It was very difficult for us to actually pull the people out of that at the end of the session, because this seems to be something very exciting and people were going about it. So the one day or a small slot allocated for that purpose was not enough, definitely. So as we promised that we will continuously support this activity for the people to ensure that they have the possibility, they can formulate matches and they can come together to do the job what they are expected to do in their organizations. So we decided to organize it for 2 days this time. And this is also very different in that way that we have our DIH². You know that this is a European project. So we have our consortium meeting actually during the same days. We have the entire DIH consortium available, is there, and then we also invited all the members of the network. So fundamentally what we want to do is to end the distinction between the project and the network. So basically every activity now going forward in the DIH² is about the network. So we are meeting there in Bratislava. So also we invited every member to be there. And the agent, I think I have shared lots of information. I'm going to go through it very quickly. You already have those emails. So I'm gonna go one by one. This is the first one. The first thing is that you should be registering to this to the website, to our platform if you're coming, because that allows us to organize the place, organize the coffee and food and all the logistics arrangements we have to make. So please, if you and your colleagues are coming, please register to this event. Also, I shared the location, so maybe you already know the location of this event. It's at the Slovak University of Technology, Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Information Technology. And if you want to come to Bratislava, some of the best ways is either to arrive in Budapest or Vienna and use the Slovak lines buses. So because there are normally, at least from many parts of Europe, there are no flights to Bratislava. The second thing what I shared with you was about the information about the hotel. You can use this, I think this email, you must have all of them have already received it. You can use this to book the hotel, and by mentioning the code DIH, you will get some discount from the hotel on the booking. Then comes the last message, which is the very detailed agenda for both days. So you can see that we will start, basically this is more oriented toward more or less about the network activities. The idea here is to present you what is the network is about, because actually the network has grown. There are more members, there are new members. So just to explain them what the network is about, and then to collect your feedback about how the network should operate and how the business model should look like. So this we will present it, the network operational model and the business model, and the main idea would be is to collect your feedback. So there will be a Q&A session. Then we will have one session very much dedicated on updating your profile. So first we will explain that how you should make your profile. So currently, I think some of you have put some effort to make the profile, and many of you have not. But the thing is that if you want to make it concise and at the same time attractive, so we have some marketing experts who will try to explain and help you. And then during that 1 hour, you will have time to update the profile of your Digital Innovation Hub and your own profile also. We will go through the mobility program. I think some of you know about it. Some of you actually are already involved. So they are utilizing the funding and the opportunity which is available from our side to exchange some researchers from one Digital Innovation Hub to another Digital Innovation Hub in Europe. And then the rest of the day, we will focus on this open calls, brainstorming and matchmaking sessions. We had only 1 hour last time, but this time we have dedicated, as you can see, like 3 hours for this. And you can continue later in the evening. We will have a whole dinner for the entire network. So we will all be able to get together and enjoy some free time also together. The next day, we will share some of the services. So what in the future and now the network can expect, the members can expect. So we can help with many different things. So basically there are lots of experts in our let's say like in the core of the network. These people knows how to do certain things, and these can be useful for you for your Digital Innovation Hub, because many of the people here, I think they are from the RTOs, they are professors, they are researchers, and normally to make something happen, to really make the innovation happen, you need support from lots of different experts. You need the support from the marketing experts. You need the support from the business accelerators. You need the support how to educate and provide training to those people. So for all those activities, we will present that what are the services available, and again we will expect that you provide your feedback, that what do you think about different activities on different services you want to get, because it's all about you to decide that what we should be doing in this network. And the last part is very important. Like, again, we have dedicated quite a significant amount of time. So in the first day, you are working with some EU open calls. As you notice, that you will try to see that how you can benefit what has been now open from the Commission side, but how these open calls come. Who provides this information, who creates all these programs and everything. This comes from the activity which we are going to do. So basically what this is an activity which is conducted by us. We provide feedback and the information to the Commission that what the next open calls should be about. And this is what we are going to do. We will have the support of of EU Robotics on this. And we will make sure that this feedback, what you provide, we will help you. There will be forms. Maybe there will already be something online available. You provide this information, we collect it, we structure it, and we feed it to the Commission. So these things can come again in the future, what you would like to work on, or what are the needs of your digital innovation hub. So this is the whole agenda for Bratislava during the next 2 days. Do we have Panos online?
Yes.
Yes, so Panos, I think you can, because we have the possibility to ask questions in the end about if you have anything about this agenda and meeting. But now Panos is going to present you about this platform, this DIH² platform, what we have. You already know, many of you have registered to it. And in the future, this is going to be the place where we will be able to send messages to each other. We will be able to communicate with each other. So we will stop using the emails as a communication mechanism. So this is how we're going to proceed. So please, Panos, can you explain what needs to be done, how the platform works, and what is coming up?
Yes. Okay. So hello everyone. So I'm Panos, and I'm in European Dynamics that we maintain the DIH platform. So as most of you must have already browsed through the things that we have here. So if you should have an account, you should have already set up your password, and you should be able to log in. So if that is not the case for any of you, you should use the contact us page here, so we can help you getting access to the platform. So here is what you see when you log in, and I will show you the two main things. One is how to edit your profiles, your LER and your Digital Innovation Hub profile, and the second, that is the main subject, let's say for now, is how to use this platform to send messages and etc. So the first one, when we log in here at this menu that says My Account, there is this option that says My LER and the Digital Innovation Hub profiles. So going there, you will see the respective profiles for your case. So all of you will have an LER profile and the relevant Digital Innovation Hub profile. So the edit is quite simple. You just click to go there, and there is an edit button here. Here I see what I have here. I have now, and by clicking the edit button, I can change the text. You have to write some sort of description or bio of you, for example, for the LER profile. You can upload a photo of you, and you have to also specify in which digital innovation hub you belong. And the process is similar also for the profile of the digital innovation hub. Again, if you have any problems or you need assistance with all of this, you can use again the form to contact us. So now, regarding the messaging and the communication, we have in this platform, you have the ability to send and receive messages to other LERs. So this whole functionality is about sending messages between the member LERs in this platform. So it is not for outsiders, but is within the network. To initiate such a communication, I have first to find who I want to send a message. So, for example, I can start by going to the members directory that has all the different countries, and let's say I now just go to Austria, and we'll select the Digital Innovation Hub here. So when I go to the profile of the Digital Innovation Hub, at the bottom, I will always see the LERs of this Digital Innovation Hub. And clicking in this case, it is one, in other cases, it can be two, etc. So by going to this person, again, I will see their profile, etc. And at the bottom, there will be the option to send a message here, this one. So by simply clicking this, it is like an email, let's say format. There is a subject, and there is a message I can write. And by clicking the send message, it will send this message to this person. So that's for the sake of this demo. I will send a message to myself to show you the notification, what happens when I receive a message. So let's say I close the platform, and someone else sends me a message. So I send a message to myself to the account I was logged in previously. Okay. So when I log in again, when I come back after some time, I will also receive an email notification that will says that I have a new message in the DIH² platform, and also there is a link there, but also when I log in the next time, I will have a notification here that says I have 100 messages, and again, by just clicking the text, I will see the messages. I see the messages I have. The bold ones are the unread ones, obviously, and yeah, here I have the message that was sent to me. I can also I reply to, so this is kept in a thread. So now, also in general, I can at any time I can access this message box through the my account sub menu, and there is this messages item here, and I can come back here, see what I have seen. see what the message I have exchanged, and yeah, of course I can do certain things. I can mark read and write, I can delete, and the usual stuff that you should be expecting from such a functionality. This is what I want to show. I think it is simple, but if someone faces some problem, or if there is any question about this.
Okay. So I think if there are some questions regarding, I have been noticing some questions on the chat. So I think, as I said, that the question and answer session, we can go in the very end. And you can also ask the questions from Panos related to platform now, or use the contact us form for this purpose. In the coming days, I think you also, I don't know, Panos, we didn't went through the success stories and events like that, but this would be the place where we would have, you would have the possibility to put, for example, the story which maybe you have achieved in some, at your local level for a certain company, certain innovation or certain innovation experiment. So this would be possible. Okay, now one of the elements, or one of the things what we would like to offer, because the network has a reach now all over the Europe, actually in many regions of Europe, definitely every country of Europe. And it is possible that many of the companies in your region, actually this is something we have experimented with, that some small, medium-sized companies, because if you think about large companies, they invest at least millions every year to ensure that their message gets across every place in the world. They have a network of representative, network of offices everywhere in Europe, if we think about the multinational companies. But if it comes to, when it comes to the small, medium-sized technology suppliers, I'm sure that they would also like to reach out to the market. They would also like to reach to lots of regions and lots of possible customers. But not necessarily, they do not have the network to get their message across. So we, as a DIH², as a network, we would like to act as that communication medium. So if you have a company, for example, in your region who is interested in getting more visibility with their technology, finding more customers every place in Europe, so it's possible for you to bring them to us, and we can make sure that their message is getting all over the Europe. And how that can work, and the things I think Olivia is going to take over, and Olivia is going to explain more detail on that. Olivia. Olivia, you're muted.
Yes, hello, do you hear me?
Yes, now we hear you.
Okay, sorry. I have some problem with my connection, so I will not start the video. Sorry for that, but I will. I hope you will hear me properly, and I will share my screen. Okay. Do you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So within the DIH² project, we have developed the sponsorship program, which is also, of course, of interest for all the network, as we want this sponsorship program to support the sustainability of the DIH network. So the aim of this sponsorship program is to build on DIH network and community to accelerate factories through robotics. We want to strengthen the robotic ecosystem in Europe, of course, and then This sponsorship program aims at gathering all robotic stakeholders to support the extension of this DIH² network and support robotic ecosystem within the DIH ecosystem. So what do we have to offer till now? The activities that we were conducting in the DIH² project offer high visibility active in robotic for manufacturing activities, high visibility across Europe. Through the DIH², we claim to have access to more than 300,000 SMEs across 26 European countries. This was the figures that we claim at the beginning of the project. Now, with the extension of the DIH² network, it's even more. So what we want to do is to showcase robotic solution providers' product through different actions, like digital events, to which we expect between 60 to several hundreds participants. The regional events like Robot Days, where we are welcoming around 100 participants, depending on the area, and pan-European events with more than 1,000 participants. Physical events have been put in pending during the COVID, but we are taking this part back, and things are coming. We are able to attend physical event again, so this is something we hope will come to a new normal. So depending on the different actions that we want to undertake, we are offering different solutions to increase solution providers' visibility to their potential clients. So we are not only speaking about visibility, but about real engagement with new customers. So this is the aim of this sponsorship program. When we claim the access to more than to several hundreds, thousands SMEs, the aim, of course, is to find new customers. So we claim to provide them access to potential customers, and also to receive some feedback, insightful feedback from these customers that will help them to fine-tune their product and their service offering. As the project, as the sponsorship program was started under the DIH² project, which is funded by the EEC, we have decided to play the tokenization game to have a first estimation of the value of the DIH² services. So we were not asking to any financial engagement to the sponsors that join us till now. The idea was really to test it, to be able to measure the value of the network and to measure how we can monetize it at the end of the project. So the objective was to reach 50 sponsors by the end of the project. And the visibility is provided through a list of digital and physical events that we were developing, that we were organizing ourselves, or where we were attending, to give some to take the opportunity to give our sponsors some visibility there with different means of actions. So till the end of the project, if the people we will reach out to are interested in this sponsorship program, it will be free of charge. And this is still a test. So we will assess the value of this sponsorship program in a few months. And happily, we have a few months with a new with physical events that will be possible. So this is also this was something that had been missing for the last 2 years. So this is this will enable us to have a better idea of the added value of this network. So who's in? For the moment, we have been able to convince 51 sponsors. So we have reached the KPI that we had engaged to at the beginning of the project. But the real fact is that not all of them are very active. A large number of the startups that have adopted the program to gain visibility towards integrators. And it is also important for integrators to learn about the latest innovations. So they are also interested in the program. So it's a mix of startup, large company, and integrators that have joined this program. So, and there is a win-win relationship between the startup offering new solution, new hardware, and integrators who are looking for to keep the pace of the innovation that are going on. But still, it is a challenge to keep the sponsorship program active, alive and kicking, because the relationship slowed down during the COVID pandemic, of course, and the interest of the sponsors is also evoluting in the time. So the pipeline of sponsors interested in our activity needs to be permanently fed. So during the COVID, we decided to use some small videos to do product placement. So this is what we did with 4 companies. We had some product placement for the video showcasing solution towards SMEs, and product placement towards integrators. We also organize digital events to give the floor to key industrial players. Those digital events are built for the moment on a 1-hour format. The idea is really to share inspiring thoughts and industrial inspiring knowledge from industrials who are really implementing robotics and AI and things like that. So we invite the audience to share their question in advance. We have Q&A session. This is really a way, those digital events, those catch and do session are really a way to interact with really tough leadership. So tough leader which share their experience. This is those digital events are branded under Blue Morpho and the DIH² program. Under Blue Morpho because we are operating those sessions, but this is really an action we developed for the DIH² program. So this is really important that you are aware of these digital events that we're organizing, because this is an opportunity for members to really get access to inspiring speakers. And we want to develop those digital events. Till now, we had organized 4 of them, sponsored by the DIH², dedicated to manufacturing. We had great speaker with John Chu, for example, from DI, but also Katerina Mouliadou from ATS Global, and Jacob Decker from Festo. Each time we have those digital events, we also create a dedicated page on our website where the replays are available, one big replay and some extract that are shorter video. So we really create some content for our members, for our sponsors. So this is something we want to continue. We want to valorize. Each time we organize a digital event, we have a communication campaign on LinkedIn, on Blue Morpho and the DIH² network. So it is important that you are aware of it and you circulate this information. So this is one of the way we have we are developing to give some visibility to actors in the robotic ecosystem. So this is something we want to continue, and we want to involve you in that. The local robot day, you know about it. You may have heard already. Each DIH should organize at least one robot day to advocate for robotics in manufacturing. So this is also a place where we can give visibility to sponsors, and this is a way to create some awareness on where the robotic ecosystem stands now. The Pan-European event, you know them better than I do. DIH² was present at the ERF, and it is also a dedicated space where we can advocate for sponsors, and we can give some visibility. That's what we did with video on the screens, showcasing success stories and potential sponsor presentation. We can organize matchmaking session during those events. So this is really a place also where sponsors can benefit from our ecosystem. I won't say too much on the ramp, because this is something that is more in the hands of Ali, but still this is a way, the ramp is a way where sponsors can get some visibility and access to potential customers. So why we are talking about this today is because the digital events are still to be organized in the coming months. So we want to organize 60 of them. We want to organize what we have done till now, 60 webinars, 4 catch and do sessions with inspiring key leaders. We had made some interviews from sponsors, a 2-minute interview for sponsor advocating for their solution that we are showcasing on the social network. So we would like to develop those interviews. We have proposed those interviews to the sponsors that are already engaged in the network. So this is something that can be of interest for startups and integrators more than for large company, but still this is something interesting. And we, of course, we can advocate for the DIH² success stories, but also for other robotic success stories. So we have a success stories catalog online, and we had those videos online, but we can develop other videos for other sponsors. And this is what we want to do within the DIH² network, but with you also, with your network. So we want to continue this organization of catch and do session and webinars. And we also have this and the physical events that will be lucky enough to take place in the coming months. We want to organize some special some dedicated events to give some visibility to the DIH² network and to the champions that are in our network. I mean, when I say champions, I talk about startups, from startup to ATE and large company. We have some solution and some proposition for all kind of company. For example, for the new catch and do session, we have one is planned on the 8th of November. We will have a session with full speed automation. We are discussing with Universal Robotics to organize a new catch and do session with them before the end of the year. We have so our proposal is to give some visibility to the local champion of your DIH. So if you have some champion that you would like to give them the opportunity to get this access, this visibility through our catch and do session, please get in touch with us. We will be very happy to showcase companies that have developed innovative robotic solution. So this is we have the opportunity to organize it at least once a month. So really, if you think one of your champion could be interested in joining this catch and do session, please get in touch with me. We will be very happy to organize that. And as I mentioned, each time we organize a catch and do session, the interviewees are promoted on social media, and we then create content so that it's not only on the day of the catch and do that this solution are promoted, but there is a dedicated web page and a long-term communication campaign on the social network. So this is really an opportunity to get some visibility very easily for them. It's free for the moment, so it's an opportunity that they can't miss. Those KPIs are the KPIs we have set up for ourselves. This is with these KPIs that we want to assess the impact of the network. And we assess the impact of the network through the number of people attending the webinar, to the number of views on LinkedIn. So we really need to create some synergies within the network for that. And showcasing your champion is also a way to animate this network and for you to benefit from this network. This is also an offer that you can provide to your member. I will finish this presentation because I know we don't have so many times on this physical event that we are organizing end of October to give you an idea of what we can do also physically. So with this event that will take place on the 13th and 14th of October, we had a mix of physical event and online event. Online sessions have been organized in June and July, twinned with DIH webinars. It was inspiring content, opportunity to interact with key industrial leaders. People had the opportunity to share their question and discuss with those people, these industrial leaders. And then startups were invited to apply and to apply for jury session. They had this opportunity to pitch in front of investors. During all September and October, startups have the opportunity to pitch in front of an investor. There will be a selection of the best startup in class there, and they will be invited to pitch physically in Bordeaux on the 13th and 14th of October in front of key venture capitalists and key investors, private investors that will be there. During the physical event in Bordeaux, there again, this is an opportunity for them to network, to attend the panels, to attend workshops that will be dedicated to agile manufacturing and robotics. And this is an opportunity for them to have a one-pager in the catalog, the online, the digital handbook that will be published there, gathering all the innovative companies that would have been selected for this Info Venture Summit, whether they pitch or not at the end of the event. So all the innovative companies which will have this opportunity which will have participate to the digital event will be showcased in this catalog. So this is the kind of services that we can offer to your members, to our sponsors. And this is the kind of services that we want to test during the project to check whether it is a sustainable way to support the DIH² network in the future. And for the moment, nearly 10 companies, 10 startups have joined, have taken this opportunity to participate to the Info Venture Summit. So we will have, not all of them will be pitching because they are not all ready to do this and not wanted to do it. But 10 companies are applying to this info session, and at least 5 of them are pitching, and so they will all be publishing the online catalog that will be that will be circulated till the event. So this is a really interesting opportunity for innovative companies in robotics that are always looking for new financial opportunities. So this is something that have been appreciated from many of them. So this is an invitation for you to, if you are interested, if you know that some of your company could benefit from this kind of action, this is something that the network can provide them with. And that's it for me. If you have any question, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Olivia. You can stop sharing the screen. And we can quickly go through some of the questions. One of the questions is that we should share a list of participants with you, that who is attending the meeting. I think we can share the names of the people online on the platform, but their contact information and details, basically you have to think that all the members of the DIH² network are expected to be there. And if you go to DIH² platform, there is a member directory where you can start to see that who will be coming there, from which countries they are, what is the name of their digital innovation hub, and what are the names of these people. So it's already available on the DIH² platform, that who are the people who will be coming. Let's go through these questions. Yeah, we are not going to actually select forward like some list of participants and all that. That's really at least not part of the plan. And I think you come there and you meet the people there. Your participation in our meetings, you don't have to worry about it. We have the recordings and we are keeping track of it. So you don't have to worry about it, that we are the ones who are required to keep track of your attendance and meeting all the requirements what you have done, agreed into in the contract with us. The local robot days, when you should organize it, it's up to you. It's a practice, so there are number of things we have created. There is number of things we have tested and found very useful and successful. So we share that information, those practices, that knowledge templates, whatever information and support material we have about those practices, we share with you. And local robot days is one of those. The idea of local robot days is for your own, let's say, own visibility in your region as a main orchestrator of innovation in robotics, in manufacturing, in artificial intelligence. So this is basically up to you to organize this local robot days. In that way, you get to know the local companies, they get to know you, you get to select the best possible candidates for your next European research program, project, proposal, or some other application. And we also provide you, I think we have discussed this, and this will be further discussed in Bratislava. We also provide tools to you, for example, this digitization audit. The idea is that when you select a company for some research project in the European level, you make them go through the digitization audit, or you conduct the digitization audit. And in that way, it becomes clear if this company is qualified enough to participate in a European project, because European projects are mostly very innovative. If a company doesn't have even the basic connectivity in the factory, there is no point to have that kind of manufacturer into a project which is about AI, artificial intelligence. So how when you should organize the local robot days, that's really up to you. I think one of the best times would be now if you're looking to find companies for your next EU proposal, for your next EU call deadline. So that would be the best times. And we are there to help you, to guide you, to provide the material, to provide the templates and so on. Okay, then there is one regarding our cooperation. Is it allowed to use the upload, the display a general text about on homepage of our DIH? Yes, it is okay. You can put the link, you can put a small amount of text about DIH². We all understand that it is not allowed to copy paste text from one website and use it on your website, but like the name of the network, the link to the platform, and maybe like a paragraph of description what is already there, it's enough. But it is not allowed in general. We know that you cannot copy paste material from one website and put it on your website. This is generally understood. How should us to report you about your this is very interesting, because if you organize and you do this, whatever material you have, like pictures, name of participants, the presentations you have made, you come back to us and we will help you to advertise it for you on our platform. We will make sure that you that this is the truth. None of us, if you're a researcher, if you're working as a researcher in robotics, or you are a business developer, let's say that you are from the business development background, you are not necessarily like the best person to do the marketing job. You probably don't know how to write article on the website which will attract people, which will make sense to the people who are not connected to this activity. So in that regard, we would like to help you with the help of our marketing expert to promote your digital innovation hub activities you do, the stories you create. So I think there is some delusional thing that in more than one European activities I have come across, that there is some research institute or some researcher is responsible for dissemination and marketing of the project, which of course cannot happen. It would be same that a marketing expert would be developing some robot software. It doesn't happen. So why should it happen the other way? So we will help you. You share you organize it. First, we help you to provide all the material and templates and everything you need to organize it. After you have organized it, you come back to us with the material, and we will make sure that we promote it for you. Yes, it is not compulsory. It is recommended. Yes, so I think it's up to you. If you think that something you want to be doing something useful in your network, these are our recommendations on how you can actuate your digital innovation hub, how you can mobilize yourself within your digital innovation hub. So our other experience is that now the digital innovation hubs are much well known in their local community after this, and also they get much more support from the local government when they organize these local robot days. Any other question? If not, then thank you very much, all of you, for attending, and I look forward to seeing all of you and more in Bratislava.